Hey folks, today is Friday, January 24th, 2025. As usual, my name is Jake Baldino, here to talk about all the video game news and stuff that has been going on this week. The first thing we should just jump into is Xbox holding a developer direct event. We knew this stream was happening, and they brought some pretty good stuff. Some games to look forward to, most actually multi-platform and not just exclusive to Xbox, with the first being a good substantial look at Doom: The Dark Ages. They break down how combat is changed up significantly, the new weapon styles, the fact that there's going to be some exploration and stuff. They changed the glory kills. It seems like they kind of dumbed them down. I'm not very happy with that, but otherwise, everything else here looks pretty awesome. From piloting a mech to riding a flaming dragon with guns on it, this just seems really cool and like a heavy metal album cover come to life. But either way, whatever, we can try it for ourselves because it finally has a release date. It is slated, as of right now, pending any delays, because delays happen, May 14th of this year. We also got a substantial in-depth look at Clair Obscur Expedition 33. I've talked about this game before. It has been on my most anticipated list, and I think now, even after seeing more of the game, it just seems like a fresh, good new take. It's not a sequel, it's not anything like that. It's just its own new thing, heavily inspired by JRPGs, but also distinctly French and over the top with some cool style. There's a world map in the game. They detailed how combat and character builds go down. And this is another one that also has a release date now. It's releasing on all platforms April 24th. Along with that, we got an in-depth look at South at Midnight. This one is technically an Xbox and PC exclusive. This is from the people behind We Happy Few, but it's a very different style game. I'm still not totally sure about this one, but the presentation, the art style, the music just seems unique. And like I said in the other video I made on my channel yesterday, like a reaction video, it's a third-person action-adventure game. I just tend to like those, so I'll give this a shot. It kind of reminds me of like Southern Gothic fantasy Infamous. We'll see how it goes though. I'll probably be checking it out and doing a before you buy video. As of right now, that has a release date as well, April 8th. But the biggest surprise from this event, man, I'm putting on glasses to be serious now. Ninja Gaiden is back. I didn't expect that. This was rumored, but yeah, Ninja Gaiden is back with Ninja Gaiden 4. They're continuing the games, with Ninja Gaiden 1 and 2 really being the best. I hope 4 can really reclaim some things. And it's interesting. It kind of is giving me Devil May Cry 4 vibes, in the sense that it is mostly focused on a new character. This new character is, a little generic looking, but Mr. Hayabusa is still in the game. It seems like their paths are going to intertwine, and you can play as him as well. From what I've seen here, the gameplay looks fast, frenetic, brutal like the original games, and I love to see that. This is from Team Ninja, of course, but also in collaboration with Platinum Games. Platinum Games has undergone some changes, and they've also had some more misses more recently, but I'm hoping that this can help restore them to glory, because the combat here, which is what they tend to specialize in, looks absolutely awesome. I hope they nail it with this one. I really love the original Ninja Gaiden games, and I hope the series is restored to former glory. As of right now, this is slated for release in the fall. That's all we know. But also, along with that, they announced Ninja Gaiden 2 being remastered, re-released on modern platforms, but it's the Black Edition. That's significant because the original Ninja Gaiden was incredible. Then when it was re-released and updated as Ninja Gaiden Black, it was even better. So now they're giving that treatment to Ninja Gaiden 2 finally. And graphically, it looks incredible. So far, early impressions are that it's great. And I say that because it's shadow dropped. It's just out now on all the major platforms. Cool stuff from Xbox, third party and first party. I'll link it all in the description down below if you want to learn more about that stuff. But I just want to know what you guys are thinking. What caught your eye? What are you interested in? Hit us up down there, because I would love to know. Hey, next up, this episode is sponsored by Vessi. Vessi has been a longtime partner with us, simply because they have dependable, comfortable footwear. And it's 2025, maybe new year, new you. Maybe you're trying to get out there more, get a little bit more adventurous. Maybe you're exercising. Whatever you're doing, Vessi has you covered. All of Vessi's kicks are 100% waterproof, but it doesn't feel like a waterproof shoe. It's just like a regular old sneaker you throw on and you're good to go. And for me, lately, it's been snowing here in New York, and it's still here and it's getting all nasty and slushy, but thankfully I throw these bad boys on and I'm good to go. Specifically these are my favorite. These are the Stormburst Low. They're a little dirty right now because I was just outside, but they rinse right off because they're waterproof and you're good to go. but they got an extra thick sole, real grippy, good, comfortable fit, so I can basically tackle anything, whether I'm shoveling snow, stepping in puddles in the city, going on a hike, whatever. So for you in 2025, if you're trying to get out there a little bit more, consider the Stormburst. It might help you, feel a little brave because your feet are never going to get wet. So embrace every rainy day or even snowy day if you're like me in 2025 with Vessi. All you got to do to check them out is head to vessi.com/gameranx. Get some shoes that are as versatile as your 2025 plans and enjoy an instant 15% off your first purchase at checkout. Again, to get that, all you got to do is head to vessi.com/gameranx. And big thanks to Vessi for sponsoring this video. Now back to the news. Next up, some bad financial news for EA. It seems like potentially some of their live service plans may be in question, in trouble. This is because they are down significantly from their last quarter, specifically citing things like less of a demand for EA Sports FC 25. That's right, in case you missed, it's no longer FIFA, it's just that. And seemingly that has made an impact. Along with that, EA has cut their projections for the next fiscal year. Along with that, EA also did cite Dragon Age: The Veilguard as a problem, with EA saying, quote unquote, that the game engaged approximately 1.5 million players during the quarter, down nearly 50% from the company's expectations. So EA was expecting 3 million people to jump on board with Dragon Age, and that did not happen, suggesting that they may be in a loss situation with that. Dragon Age, like I said, for me personally, was not like a disaster like Anthem or anything like that for BioWare specifically, but I guess it just was not good enough to move the needle here. So we'll see where EA goes from here. If they lick their wounds and move on, they have billions and trillions of dollars anyway, they'll be fine, but I'm curious to see where the pivot happens, and also if we hear any more bad news when they announce their final fiscal third quarter results in the beginning of February. Next up, just a lot of cool trailers and interesting stuff to show you this week, some new game announcements and stuff like that. The first is a new look at Phantom Blade Zero. We got gameplay here of a boss fight. And in my opinion, this looks absolutely awesome. I know every game right now is just like a big action slashy combo parry thing, but Phantom Blade Zero just looks and feels a little different. Since this game first debuted, people have really been keeping their eye on it, and now seeing actual substantial gameplay showing that the game does indeed play as cool as it looks, I am definitely very hopeful for this one. This boss battle is really cool, but when the second phase of the boss battle, you should watch this trailer. When the second phase of this boss battle kicks in, the music is awesome. Like, this genre mashup is so good, and the attacks are like over the top. Yeah, check it out. I have also played this game in the past behind the scenes, like early versions of it, and yeah, it is fun. I can confirm. We'll have to wait and see how the full game releases, but for now, you got this tasty little morsel to chew on. Next up, check this out. This is right up my alley. This is a reveal trailer for All Will Fall. This is a strategic city builder, like colony sim style game, but has a lot of physics-based stuff going on with it, where it's all about building on water and building higher and higher and hoping things don't collapse. But the gameplay we've seen here with things collapsing does look pretty glorious. This is releasing on PC at some point later in 2025. Along with that, for PC folks, if you're looking for a new survival crafting game, but a little bit more space themed, this is StarCrafter. I think the jury's still out on this one, but it definitely has some potential, especially for some of my terraforming nerds out there. Also, Amplitude Studios announced Endless Legend 2. If you're looking for a new strategy game, not a ton of details yet for this, but it will be coming to early access this year. Also, in terms of live service games that do manage to find an audience and just consistently go, For Honor is still getting updates. Yes. You heard that right. There is a community of people that still consistently play For Honor, and Ubisoft has been giving them the goods, most recently now here with this Cartoon Hero gameplay trailer. And pivoting from that, Assassin's Creed Shadows has gotten widespread impressions out there. Both like YouTube creators, podcasters, press type people have been able to go hands-on with a work-in-progress version of the game. So there are plenty of opinions out there to read if you want more details on the game. I have checked it out as well. I played about 4 hours of it, and unfortunately, I am one of the people that came away not too impressed. I'm very particular with modern Assassin's Creed. I've been pretty picky on a lot of them, but here, I don't know. It feels like it's missing something. Ultimately, I found myself kind of bored with the story and side quests, and the moment-to-moment gameplay is smooth as butter, but I just didn't find it too compelling. It feels like I got to put more hours into it with the final version to really deliver a verdict on that. But at the very least, the different characters do feel distinct. However, for me personally, Yasuke is very slow and bulky, where I'm playing an Assassin's Creed game, I want to play as an assassin. So playing as Nawe and parkouring on the rooftops was more enjoyable. Again, I want to get my hands on the final version, like when we do a review, play a ton more of it to deliver a final verdict. But for right now, nothing in the game really hooked me, really grabbed me. But again, I am just one opinion. There are tons of opinions out there, and it's only a preview, so I wouldn't read too much into it. But yeah, anyway, I'm sure that's going to go over well. But I also wanted to mention Tokyo Extreme Racer is out. It's back. For my racing game fans, I know Assetto Corsa did not have a great showing when that dropped a week or so ago, but as of right now, it seems like Tokyo Extreme Racer is making fans happy. I'm going to try and find time to dive into this in between Ninja Gaiden 2. But yeah, we always got to give my racing game fans some love, in my opinion. But last but certainly not least, a catch up. Last week, we missed the news because it happened after the Friday show, but the Sony game cancellations. Sony apparently canceled 2 live service games. One from Sony Bend, the people behind Days Gone. It seems like the studio is fine. They're still apparently working on other stuff, but a live service Sony Bend game was canceled, as well as Bluepoint working on a live service game, which is, I think, the last thing Bluepoint should be working on. Reports suggest that that game that was canceled that they were working on was a live service God of War game, which it just seems like a weird, unsuitable mix of things. God of War, live service, and then Bluepoint working on it when they should be doing something cooler. I don't know. It's a shame. It seems like weird mismanagement, but maybe you can read into these tea leaves as Sony kind of pivoting course from live service, or at least investing so heavily in it. We don't know for sure. We're just going to have to wait and see, but I just wanted to kind of drop that update because it's significant news, but it did go down after the last Friday show. I know it might feel like old news to some of you, discussed to death, but it was worth mentioning. So we'll see where that goes. But I do want to know what you guys think about all this stuff. The Xbox Developer Direct, the new game announcements, EA having some issues, EA Football Club games not performing. Are you one of the people who play those games? Let's talk about any of this gaming news down in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. We'll be down there as much as possible, of course, but if you ever want to find me directly, you can yell at me on all the platforms. Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Letterboxd, you name it, find me there. And my YouTube channel, youtube.com/Jake Baldino. But that's it for me. I got to eat lunch. Thank you guys for watching. You know I'm here every week, every Friday, getting you caught up on the news. I never miss. You can also catch me on the Before You Buys, but thank you for watching. Clicking the like button helps if you enjoy this type of thing. All I ask is that you have a great weekend, be safe, and pizza's on me. See ya.